Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft Redstone tutorial video. This video I'll be showing you how to make this contraption in front of me, and some of you might recognize this already, but this is a escalator, and this one is hooked up to a pressure plate so that whenever you step on it, the escalator will push you forward and up at the same time. And it is, so far as I've tested, 100% reliable at this speed. Um, and the speed is one block up and one block forward every 5 redstone ticks. So that's approximately, that is exactly um, square root of 2 blocks per 5 redstone ticks. But it's not the fastest way to travel, but it could be something nice if you have a modern house or maybe a big shopping mall or building. And I'll also be showing you how to do um, a contraption that will push you down. It will have to be a separate escalator next to this, and um, these pistons are necessary, but I do think these kind of do look like the stairs of the escalator with the piston heads. Um, and these pistons have to be here, which does not make this completely seamless. But it is pretty compact and it is forever expandable and has these modules that are mirrored every other block. And so now I'm going to be showing you how to build it. First, you're going to want to find the location of the pressure plate. Then you're going to want to place a block here and your first piston. So the pressure plate can't be here because then it would power this piston, so there needs to be a block in between. Then what you're going to want to do is put a block here, repeat on 4 ticks, repeat on 2 ticks, a block right here, like so, and then now you will have a delay, which should be enough time for you to walk forward onto the piston before the entire mechanism fires. Next, you're going to want to do is put a redstone torch here, a block here, in this fashion. Then what you're going to want to do is put a sticky piston here, then bring an observer, put another one like that. Actually, whoops, messed up on that. Piston here, sticky piston there, block here, and a repeater on 4 ticks. Then this block can be anything. Then you need a solid block here because that's what's powering this. Then next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring this up like this. And the reason why the bottom is slightly different is because normally there is wiring right here that is powering that block, but because we cannot have anything here, it needs slightly different wiring, and this is the only place that you will see something that's not this pattern, and it's just a simple getting the signal up here and powering that block. And because this is facing all directions, because it's not connected to anything, it should power this block at the right time so that this piston can push this piston right here, and it'll extend it and push you forward as this piston pushes you up, so it'll be up, then across. And this will repeat. So the next thing you want to do is, now that you have one module done, it's actually a matter of fact memorization. So you want to do is decide how high you want your elevator to go. So for this one, I'm going to do about that much. Then what you're going to want to do is to power the next module, to put a block here and another block, repeat on 4 ticks, and the rest of dust, and this will chain it. Then all you have to do is now mirror the entire thing all over again. Place a piston right here, and another one, so. a repeater on 4 ticks with chained observers. And now, at a certain point, it should be functional. Now, it would be pretty hard building it like this, so I do recommend doing this in a pattern. So first go here by putting the torches, and then go on the other side and do on the other pistons that don't have torches. Then you can probably go from here. You can just do whatever you want, whatever's easiest in the building process. And this is pretty survival friendly. Uh, it is a decent amount of pistons, and a bubble column will be cheaper. But if you're in the end game and you just want some nice decoration, or really like how redstone is in your base, you can just add things like these. And just like this, you can just, oops, I don't know why that placed in that direction. You can just repeat this over and over again. And this can go all the way up to build limit. It'll just probably take a while to get there. Definitely not the fastest thing. And I do recommend making sure you have all these repeaters on the right timings, because it won't be easy to notice, because with faster timings it may work for a couple times, but eventually it's not 100% reliable. So you have to make sure that, especially this one is very important, because it's hard to notice. And this one, if you set to 3 ticks, it will half of them will probably break. So that one you'll probably know what's wrong when it happens. And then all you have to do is just keep on repeating this. Oops, I need to change that. And oh, I built this side wrong. You need torches there. Yeah, I built this all wrong. Oops. Sorry for that mistake. Should have noticed. Sadly, with this design, well, for this design, it is impossible for me to make it so it can be two-way, because if I were to push these pistons out to push the player over here, it would break these torches that are attached to the side, and there's no way of um, doing that. I might work some more in my testing world to see if I can make one that works in both directions. But for now, you will have to have a separate escalator to bring you down, which I'll be showing you how to do later in the video. Don't know why my redstone was lagging this much. Well, I can't really tell how this is recording, but you might be seeing a bit of lag. You want to put the pistons on the side of these blocks. And also the ending will be slightly different. Have slightly different wiring, because you don't need some of the extra stuff. Then you can fill in these blocks. And as you build this, you may notice that there is a natural stair pattern. So this is actually pretty easy to cover the wiring. And there's no piece of the contraption that like sticks out a lot. So you should be able to easily hide this in walls or using stairs like this, and it should fit all nice and tight. I don't think it's possible to make it uh any other way that's more compact. I've been trying for a while, but this is all that I could come up with, and it has to be mirrored like this because um there's no easy way to slowly power these pistons one at a time without doing it in like a snake pattern back and forth. I do think this looks pretty cool. Once it gets built up fully, um, it's pretty dense, which so if you want to, you could keep it open if you like to see like to show your redstone contraptions, maybe cover it in glass. That might look cool. Um, then next you're going to want to wire all these together. You don't need one here because there's nothing after that. Then I think, oh, there's something wrong over here. Oh, I thought I replaced this with rest of this. Now this should all retract. Let me see if this all works. That is right. Oh, it's because you need to fill in these air gaps, or else pistons can clip into your body and push you into these blocks right here, and you'll fall out. So you want to make sure these are all covered up. Let's try this again. Let me see what I messed up. Maybe that. Easier if you have oh. Okay. So if you look from the side, these all line up in a 45-degree stair pattern. And now once you reach the end, you don't need this circuitry right here because there's nothing to power on this side. And then you can just put a block up here. And now should work the way it's supposed to. Try that again. Oh, that's not getting powered. Oh, because I was supposed to remove that block. And that should all work. And this thing should be very hard to break. And even if it does, with bad timing, it usually won't, unless you unload at the wrong timing. But if that happens, just step on the pressure plate, and it'll go up, and it'll just reset itself and be perfectly fine. And this is easier to see if you have a longer one, but it doesn't matter if you press this twice. So if you accidentally touch it before you want it to go, you can just write it right after that, and it'll work perfectly fine. It's just a long redstone chain, so it'll just be like a long wave, and you should be fine. Um, Next, I'll be showing you how to do the opposite, which will push you down like this, and you'll be able to build this next to this. Uh, so now that I have built up the downwards escalator, so after the first initial bit of wiring, it's a repeated pattern of sets of steps of 2. If you get a odd number of steps like this one, you could just end the pattern right here. Normally there'd be another piece of wiring that'd be here, but you could just remove it and it'll work perfectly fine. One thing I'll note is because of some finicky stuff with pistons lately, this is actually kind of broken right now. Before it worked, but now kind of just don't get pushed. I'll see if I could maybe make a fix and I'll upload it later. Um, but for downwards, you could just run down this one, um, or you could have both of these just on a clock, like a real escalator, where it's just constantly running. I mean, that might be loud, but that could also add some realism. And um, other than that, that's really it for this video. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you want to. See you in the next Resto video.